Welcome to Online Math. This is Algebraic Operations Part 2, and today we will look at product simplification involving both negative and positive numbers. To simplify algebraic products such as 2x times negative 3y, we first need to understand how to times negative and positive numbers. So let's revise how to times negative and positive numbers. So the rule goes, if you have a positive number and you're timesing that by a positive number, then the answer will also be positive. For example, if you have positive 2 times positive 3, we know that the answer will be positive 6. If you have a positive number and you're timesing that by a negative number this time, then the answer will be negative. So for example, if you have 2 times negative 3, it becomes negative 6. If you have a negative number and you're timesing that by a positive number, then the answer becomes negative. So for example, if you have negative 2 times positive 3, the answer is negative 6. And lastly, if you have negative and you times that by a negative number, then the answer becomes positive. So for example, if you have negative 2 times negative 3, then the answer becomes positive 6. So keeping this in mind, we can simplify algebraic products. First question, we have negative 2x times 4x. Negative 2x means negative 2 times x. Then we're timesing that by 4x, which is 4 times x. So if I were to rewrite this question, then it would look like negative 2 times x, and this times 4x is 4 times x. I'm going to put my numbers together and my x's together, so it becomes negative 2. And this times 4 can sit next to my negative 2. And my x's over here, the two of them, times x times x. Then I just need to calculate. So the first part of this expression is negative 2 times 4. And that gives me negative 8. And the second part, x times x becomes x squared. So it is negative x squared. So the answer will be negative x squared. Question number 2, we have 6c times negative c. So 6c is 6 times c, and we're timesing that by a negative c. So once again, if I were to rewrite this, it is 6 times c times negative c. 6 is by itself, and the second part of my expression, which is c times negative c, becomes negative c squared. And if I were to times these two terms, the 6 and the negative c squared, it becomes negative 6c squared. When we are simplifying algebraic products, we will need to put the negative sign at the very front, followed by the number and the variable. Question number 3, we have negative 4a squared b times 3b. Negative 4a squared b means negative 4 times a squared, which is a times a, times b. Then 3b means 3 times b. So let's rewrite this expression. Negative 4 times a squared means a times a, times b. So this is the first part of the expression. And times 3b, 3 times b. Then I'm going to put my numbers, negative 4 and times 3 together. Then I'm going to next put my letters together in alphabetical order. So I have A times A, and I have B times B. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12 because negative times negative will give you a positive. So it's positive 12, and A times A is A squared, and B times B is B squared. Important thing in simplifying algebraic products is that the final answer, you want to omit writing the time signs. So what happens here is instead of writing 12 times A squared times B squared, we will be writing 12A squared B squared. So this is the final answer. Question number 4, we have negative 4p times negative 5p. Negative 4p means negative 4 times p, and we're timesing that by negative 5p, which is negative 5 times p. So we can write it as negative 4 times p and times negative 5 times p. Then once again, we're going to write the numbers together and my variables together. So negative 4 times negative 5 and times p times p. Then all you have to do is times them together to simplify. So the first bit is negative 4 times negative 5. So this gives me positive 20 and times p, which is p squared. And the final answer should not have the times sign, so we can rewrite 20 times p squared as 20p squared. Question number 5, we have negative 2y, and it is surrounded by a bracket, and it is to the power of 3. This means that whatever's in the bracket is being times 3 times. So if I were to rewrite this to get rid of the bracket, it will look like negative 2y times negative 2y times negative 2y. We know that negative 2y means negative 2 times y, so we can once again rewrite negative 2y as negative 2 times y and repeat that for the next two terms. So it becomes negative 2 times y times negative 2 times y times and negative 2 times y. Then let's go and collect the numbers. We have the negative 2, negative 2, and negative 2. So rewrite that so that they sit next to each other, which makes it easier for us to multiply. And we have times y, and times y. To multiply negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, we can begin by multiplying two numbers first and then multiply the third one. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, and 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Y times y times y means y to the power of 3. And to simplify this further, we need to omit writing the times sign in between. So this becomes negative 8y cubed. And this is the last question for today. We have negative 3x squared times negative 2x. Negative 3 times x squared, and x squared is x times x, times negative 2x is negative 2 times x. We will put the numbers together, so it is negative 3 times negative 2, and we have x times x times x. Negative 3 times negative 2 becomes positive 6. X times x times x means x to the power of 3, or x cubed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.